Some say potholes are our fault, somehow. They say that they are caused when we make roads. The roads are not sealed perfectly, so water gets in underneath. Water, if there's cracks in the road, water gets down underneath. It freezes, and then and of course, if you know from making ice cubes, when water freezes, it gets larger. That cracks the pavement more. Then when the ice melts, everything that the ice has pushed up has to retreat. Personally, I think that the roads are what's our fault, and that the potholes are just a natural consequence of that. Potholes are the natural order of things. What's in the pothole is what was there before we laid down this asphalt on top of the road. These are the potholes of Bala. Some little, some big, some inconsequential, some dangerous, but all reveling in their potholiness. I grew up in New York, and New York is no stranger to potholes. So I never really thought of them as something special. But this spring, or winter I guess, everybody's talking about it like it's some new state of affairs. I've been reading up on this some, and I think as far as I can glean from the best of the scientific literature, life as we know it on Earth began in a pothole. Or if you want to go biblical, you can include it on the first day under when God created the earth and saw that it was good. He created potholes and saw that they were good. Anyway, just because the literature doesn't call them potholes, calls them primordial soup or whatever, doesn't mean that they're not. Potholes are not a good thing. Potholes are not a bad thing. Potholes just are. I've been to the meteorite crater in New Mexico. You know, you look at it from far enough away, pothole. Crater Lake in Oregon, I've been there. One of the most beautiful sights in North America. Really? Pothole. Big pothole, full of lots of water. Grand Canyon, well, that kind of needs a bridge by now, but it started off as a pothole. It just had big dreams. We live in an age of media fragmentation, where people feel more individual and alone than ever before. But what brings us together in this time? Potholes. Ask anyone what's going on in their life. Potholes. People say that they don't like potholes, but I don't believe them. Potholes are like our children. They start small, they grow, they're unpredictable, they change, and then eventually they leave us. You can try to patch potholes, but that works as well as trying to patch your heart once it's been broken. But I wasn't intending to add any pothole pathos to this whole thing. I just want them appreciated for what they are. Works of nature, part of the plan. So if you're looking for some grand conclusion here, and by grand I mean, I guess grander than life began in a pothole, you're not going to get that here. All you'll get is a message to drive carefully, because you never know what's going to be around the next corner. These are the potholes of Bala.